November 27th, back testing. I am 2 days behind on trading in about 3 videos for my journal behind. Um, I've been very sick. Looks like we are in a range. Range, man, that's a gross range. About there for this one. This was yesterday. About there. Today's range looks more like, we'll see. For now, we'll call it just above the support of yesterday's range. Maybe something like this. So according to range rules, you need to follow the shortened trend line rules, which would be a break to new extreme on these smaller legs. So coming into this range, we have something like break, new low, break. I think I'd even call it break here, maybe. Break, new high, break, new low. We've got a break, new low, and a break, and no new high. So, we did bounce what could be the support. So, let's see how she plays.
Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
Alright, so for that one, my first trade got in on a second entry long slash failed second entry short, and I saw this congestion happening, and because we had already broken out of the bottom side of this congestion, I was expecting a test of the opposite side of the congestion because most breakouts fail. I didn't realize that the actual breakout happened right here to retest support of the range. And so I took this second entry long, same idea, and I took it for 10 ticks. So the same idea as this trade I just got into early, and we were failing EMA the whole time, which shows we were destined for an actual breakout, not just a little blimp. So my bet is we'll continue to the other side of the range now. I'm up $19, but one loss for 8 ticks and one win for 10 ticks. Also, hindsight to not taking this was the fact that we had not confirmed the support of this range. It looked good to me, but I didn't wait for it to be confirmed. So 9 times out of 10, it's better to wait for confirmation of anything in the market rather than sending assumptions, because hope is not a strategy. Like we're creating a slightly larger uptrend here, larger scale range, just so I can have it on the chart. Is this. This is your support. This is in and around. I could call it here or even here. And this is the resistance or supply. Alright, so I changed the low of day and high of day lines to purple so they don't get mixed up with high of range and low of range. And then up here, high of range. Too many grays going on. I think there's also a case here as to why I should not have gotten into this failed second entry short. Is I think this is the actual shortened trend line. So glad I still took this trade, because hindsight, I mean, we had a congestion breakout, test of support, new low off of this as well, and a second entry long back into the a congestion. So this is a very high probability trade. I'm glad I took it. I'm considering moving to micros. I would still have a runner all the way up to the top of the range. Anyways, we broke new high, broke out of this range. We're S testing right now. I'd be interested in a failed second entry long to come back down and test the low of this range. So this could have been played as a lower high reversal pattern. Would have been a good play. Retest of the top of the range. Could have taken it for a little scalpy boy. I prefer a little more confirmation. I'd like to see it did S test. I'd like to see it S test below and give me a failed second entry long, which we're working on a second entry long right here. Looks like we're maybe coming up on a failed second entry long. However, break new high, and this is a break new low. So slightly hesitant to go short quite yet. It pop up a little higher. We come back up and fail the range again. It's like we're going for it. There's a failed second entry long. Let this candle close out and then see if we can't get in. Nice. Looks like we might miss the run. We missed it. Would have been a good play. Failed second entries are always tricky to get into. So what I like to do, I like to watch it pop up, but I like to see it reject hard. And then as soon as we break the stop loss, where most people's stops would be for a second entry long, that's where I like to get in. But I like the candle that broke it to close to give me a bias. It could just be liquidity, looking for some liquidity to reverse. I like it to close and see how bearish it looks. Like this one looked very bearish, but I missed the run, so looks like we're already coming back up. I might actually be interested in an entry here. See what we do at EMA. What's interesting is this tested this low of this congestion. Tells me that maybe this range could be brought up. Something like this. Probably like this is better. Could be a thing. So now we failed the second entry, then we came up and tested the stop loss of everybody who went for that failed second entry. So double failure. Something to keep in mind here is we are making higher lows. There's our lowest low, higher low, higher low, higher low. There's a little bit of a bullish bias here. However, we're not making higher highs. So, which means we're forming a triangle, which is a triangle is a breakout pattern. Whether it is bullish or bearish is up to something like this, is up to the shape. I think that it's probably even up here. So we'll see if this is in play or not. It is good to keep in mind once we start coming into these areas. There's a lot going on my chart right now. I think for now I'll just get rid of all of this crap. Looks like we're S testing. Oh, that's a good rejection. Second entry short. We are holding EMA. First entry long, second entry long, first entry short. Let's get it.
Order filled.
We're creating a bit of congestion. See if we can break down. Might get stopped. It's not feeling right. Have to break below this second entry long, really below this pivot right here, and it's looking a little more bullish, but it's okay. Context is looking decent, so. But we may just get stopped out right here.
Stop filled.
What did we miss on this one? I still feel like short is the way to go. That loss was for 7 ticks. Still interested in a short, I'm not gonna lie.
Stop filled.
See if we can get it. Just ticked it.
Order filled.
Alright, there's a dummy for 9 ticks. I only went for 9 because the ATR is at 1.61, which anything below like 1.8, I don't like going for more than 10. you know? So the fact that we're closer to 1.5, I'd rather just go for the easier out. So that puts us up 50 bucks on the day. 2 wins, 2 loss, 50% win rate. My average loser was $93. My average winning trade 118. Pretty much a break even day. I don't want to get into over trading. So I think this today was the right idea, just shooting too early. Second entry long failure. That got busted out right here. And then the same exact play right here took me for a dub. And then the S test failure back into the range I wanted. We got busted out. Same exact play. Took a dub. So maybe just a little impatient with my first day back into trading for the last, what, 4 days. That's fine. I'll take $50 in profit any day over losing 300 or something, you know. But what's funny here, I really do need to figure out a runner's system because I'd still be in this play, and I bet you it's going to come test the bottom of the range. And in range days, I'd love to play range extreme to range extreme, getting out of the large portion of my trade for my scalp and then letting the rest of the play run. But trading 2 contracts would literally double my risk. So I'm gonna look into micros and see some math, try and work out a risk system for micros. Anyways, sick day trading.